Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video we got a little bit of a Chase Young injury update. So he will not be activated for today's game, and there's a chance he's not activated for next week, which would mean he would be out for the season. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Also hit that like button and turn on that notification button if you haven't already. And forgot to say this earlier, but just prayers out to everyone at UVA or anyone involved with UVA. Just terrible situation there, really scary, and hoping everyone's healing properly. And I have to correct that statement a little bit. So if Chase Young isn't activated by next week against the Texans, if there's still a couple days after that, I believe that they could activate him for the week after that. But at that point, it might be just too late for him to actually play, because there's only going to be 5-6 games left after the Texan game. So we'll see. But I'll read this right here from Ian Rapport. It says the Commanders are not activating star pass rusher Chase Young off IR for tonight's game against the Eagles. Source said Young, coming back from an ACL tear, is close to being ready, and there's a real chance he makes his debut next week if all goes well at practice this week. The thing is, I'm not getting too excited because we've heard that for weeks. That if everything goes well, he could be back, or at least for the last couple weeks we've heard that, and that hasn't been the case. So it is what it is. We'll just wait and see. But if he's not ready for next week again, he might be out for the year, which we'll see. Jeremy Fowler says with Chase Young still out this week, next week is not considered a slam dunk either, I'm told. Though the team is more hopeful about that. I mean, obviously they should be. There's an extra week. His knee injury was pretty severe, and it's been a long road. Has until November 23rd to be activated, so 9 days from today. So next Wednesday. So if he doesn't play against the Texans, there's still a chance. But I mean, if he doesn't, I don't know. I really want. I know we gotta be cautious with this and not rush him back, but I want him back on the field this year. And Ian Rapport says Washington practiced indoors this past week, which meant they pulled back on Chase Young a bit. So in part because of the caution this week, he won't play tonight. But Chase Young's time is coming. So it doesn't look, Ian Rapport doesn't seem to think that there's a chance Chase Young doesn't play this year, which is good. However long we see him, that's good for me. We got to see him play at least a little bit this year. Just to see what we have in him. Even if he plays 6 games, I still want to see that, and that'll help the football team, because if he plays 6 games, then that means he won't be as rusty next year. If he misses the whole year and he doesn't play anything, then that's basically 2 years or a year and 8 months without playing football, and he'll be extremely rusty coming off that ACL injury in 2023. If he plays 7 games this year, then at least he's taken off that rust, and maybe by the last 2-3 games, 4 games, he'll be right. He'll be basically 100%, because even when he comes back, he's still not gonna be fully. He might be fully healthy, but there's still gonna be the mental side of it coming off that injury. It's still gonna take a while. Once he comes back, it usually does. You see Logan Thomas, his injury was very severe as well. He still doesn't feel or seem fully right, and he's had some other injuries as well. And then you see this tweet right here. Chase Young didn't just have an ACL injury; he had to get other ligaments repaired. Also, this was always going to be take longer than a standard ACL surgery and comeback. I'm all for him to getting healthy for the long haul, for when we have a new owner and on the field product. Yeah, I mean, I guess I agree with that, but I want to see him on the field at the same time. And I think something with the patellar tendon as well. So the injury was very the injury was complicated. The surgery was complicated. He had to get some thing from his, I don't know which knee, but he had to get something from one knee and put it into the other knee, which was hurt. So complicated surgery and complicated injury for Chase Young, which made the recovery complicated as well. But looks like he's close. We've said that for a while. I thought he was going to come back earlier than this, but not the case. But again, I know a lot of people don't want them to rush him, and they shouldn't. If they rush him and he comes back and he re-injures it, or he doesn't look like himself, then that's just not good for both parties. And yeah, I'm interested to see though if he comes back versus the Texans. If they're, Jeremy Fowler is saying it's not a slam dunk, and Ian Rapport is saying it's not guaranteed, then he's probably going to be on a snap count for the Texans game, maybe like 50% of the snaps, and then after that, maybe he's fully ready to go. Yeah, so we'll see with that. Other news: Jonathan Williams, nothing major, but he got he got put on the injury report for this game with a knee injury. So McKissick's already out, so they would be thin at that position, but I think they would be able to make do with just Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson for sure. And yeah, game in 7 hours from now. Big game for the Commanders. It's going to be tough. I don't think they're going to win. There's a chance, of course. But if you guys check out, I made a preview video and had a preview stream out yesterday, so go ahead and watch that. Maybe we'll do a pregame live stream for the game. We will see. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and hopefully we get the win tonight and improve to 5-5. Because if we don't, then we're probably going to have to win. Well, we will have to win 5 out of the last 7 to get to 9 wins, which is what I think we would need to make the playoffs. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.